Altogether, there are 5 chapters. The 5 chapters, the first 3 chapters will be in first term. Then the 2 chapters will be in the second term. And there are some revision topic which I'll leave it to you, but we are also cover this in this lesson. Okay, so now let's look at continue. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is it loud enough?
Yes.
Yeah, can hear me loud now, right? Okay. So let me talk about what you expected for here. Okay. First, there's an MST with return, right? Return 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour return paper. This 15%. And then there's a CA1. CA1 is 7% for a project. If you have to do a project on statistic, this project on statistic. So actually, we'll tell you how to do the project, and you can do it together. I think one by one. Okay, then there's a quiz. There's a quiz on trigo and the polar, which will be tell you later when you need to. And then the tutorial 4%, total 15%, right? So what does it mean? It means exam is 70%. Okay, this means that you have this, right? Now tutorial is actually on the tutorial is actually on the this one I selected for you, Wally. You can try. Tomorrow we'll do tutorial in class. Okay. Okay. Now I need to answer some email at the moment. Sorry about this. Somebody talk about email there. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so I'll WhatsApp this to you. Okay, just in case you miss out this information. So let me copy this information and WhatsApp to you. Okay. Okay, so I try to WhatsApp to this one first. Okay, let me write here.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, okay, can you hear me? Yes?
Sir,
Yes.
I'm sharing the PC with Emir. Hide here, sir. I cannot log in my account.
Cannot log in your account?
Yeah, PC Wednesday, then I receive my password.
You pay your fee or what? I'm not sure.
Yes,
I
yes, I think. But the problem is my password, I reset it and PC by today or tomorrow they will rectify it.
Oh, but you actually now with me now, okay, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, if you are now with me, then it's okay. So the only really means that you can join the class. Okay, so good, lah. So
Yeah, just take note my name, Hide. Yeah.
okay, so I'll take note, like, okay, because they can join, then okay already. Okay, I'm just afraid that I still have people cannot join because of timetable crash. Really, I don't know how to sort out. Okay, okay. All right, so let's continue. All right, so now let's move to the next slide here. So we are going to do some Trigo revision first. Okay, Trigo revision. One of them is how do you define the sine, cosine, and tangent of Trigo function, all right? So definition. So if you draw a triangle, you can see a triangle on the left side of the screen. The triangle have a hypotenuse, which is the longer side. The angle measured from the horizontal axis is theta, and then the side on the triangle, horizontal side is called x, called adjacent, and then the vertical one is called y, is called opposite side of angle, right? So usually we call x and y. X and y is a point on the triangle there. So how do you define what is a definition with the sine theta, right? Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. So that means which is actually y over r. Okay. So this is the mean one. You all must know y over r. Then cosine theta is x over r. Okay. Adjacent side over hypotenuse x over r. And then tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent. Okay, so you can actually find this is the most important one, right? The rest is just reciprocal. Okay, for example, cosecant theta is 1 over sine theta, secant theta is 1 over cosine theta, and cotangent theta is 1 over tangent theta. Okay, so you just remember the mean one, the other one are just a reciprocal. So how do we do this in our situation? Remember your x and y here. So your x and y can be positive or negative, no? So x and y can be positive or negative. Or negative, right? So they can be positive number or negative number. However, r is always positive. Okay, r is always positive. So you can remember that x and y can be positive or negative, telling position, where r is always positive. Okay, so just to highlight to you so that maybe you all know that for this definition. Okay, let me go back and pass that to you here. Okay, I think maybe tomorrow then you see again when we have this. Okay, now why we say that x and y are positive, y are negative, right? There is the way to tell the sine, cosine, and tangent. So the first quadrant is the angle here. So let me okay, so this is the first quadrant here. We call, in this case, we call A. All angle, all the sine function, cosine function, tangent function are all positive. That's why all. Okay, all angle, all the sine, cosine, tangent are all positive when you take the ratio by the definition. Now, how about the second quadrant? Okay, second quadrant will be here. In this case, only sine is positive because sine is what? Sine is y over r, right? So you can actually sine. Okay, let me sign here. View toolbar here. Okay, let me see what happened to the bar. Okay, so I'm going to the toolbar here, sine of this one. Remember, sine of the angle is y over x, y over r. So y is above the x-axis, y is positive, right? That is why only sine is positive. In the third quadrant here, let's say I do here. Toolbar, okay, let me see, I can view toolbar here. So have. So I want to use this one. I use orange here. Okay, this is third quadrant. Only tangent positive now. Why is it only tangent positive? Because tangent by definition is y over x. So in this case, y is negative because y is below x-axis here. X also negative because on the left hand side. So this becomes positive here. Alright, so in the third quadrant, tangent is positive. In the last quadrant, then is this one, fourth quadrant, cosine is positive now. Okay, cosine is positive. Why is cosine positive? Cosine is actually, our angle is x over r. Okay, on the fourth quadrant, x is positive, r positive, and so you get cosine positive. So this is some definition how to know the sine, cosine, tangent are positive, negative, right? As I mentioned there earlier, the side here, your x and y can be positive and negative, but r is always positive. So a simple way to remember this is ASTC, right? Add sugar to coffee, right? Add sugar to coffee. Actually, the AS add sugar to coffee, then people remember this one. Okay, we will do a simple example by following this method. Okay, let's see the question first. I have sine theta equal to minus 5 over 13. Cosine theta is positive. Without evaluating the theta, find which quadrant is theta now, right? So let's see how to do that. Remember, we have the diagram ASTC. Okay, ASTC. A means all, means sine positive, cosine positive, tangent positive. Sine S means sine positive. So you find that here sine is negative. So sine is negative cannot be A, cannot be S. So only one T and C now. T means tangent positive. Okay, C means cosine positive. So I know cosine positive. So where is the angle now? I want sine negative now. So that means that the only possibility is this one, theta is here now. Okay, where theta is here, where you know cosine is positive, and then sine is negative. Sine negative must be below, right? Sine negative is below here. Okay, sine negative below here, because on top sine positive. So where is the quadrant now? So answer for this one A. Okay, theta is in the fourth quadrant. Okay, theta is in the fourth quadrant. Okay, let me, I think, do something about this recording. I think I need to record. I think I need, unless somebody tell me that this is recorded already. Okay, so okay, yes, I think this is recorded. Okay, so fine. Okay, so later on I can send the video to you. So the angle is in the fourth quadrant, right? The fourth quadrant is the fourth. So remember, this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. Now, next. So if sine theta equal to minus 5 over 16, right? So sine theta equal to minus 5 over 13. So what is sine theta means actually? Sine theta is actually y over r. So y is y here. So this is y. Y is below the x-axis here. So y is negative now. And what is r here? The r is the length of this hypotenuse, right angle triangle here, r here. So this is y over r, so you can see that this picture here, y is equal to minus 5. Y is negative, r is always positive. Okay, r is always positive, so minus 5 over 13. Okay, y over r, right? This sine theta is y is negative, r is always positive. Remember, r is always positive. So from here, now I can find out cosine theta, right? And let's see whether the next page I can do something. I space to do this. Okay, I'm going to the next page here. So the triangle, I have this one. This is 13. This is minus 5. This is theta. So this is my y. This is my r. And then this is the x here, right? Now, how to find x here? There's a formula for this, for right angle triangle, right? For a right angle triangle, if you have a y, x, and h, right? Y, x, and r here. A right angle triangle, r square equal to x squared by y squared. Okay, for right angle triangle, r squared equal to x squared by y squared. So r is 13, x is equal to, I don't know, y is minus 5. So x squared is equal to 169 minus 25, because minus 5 square, right? Minus 5 square is like this, huh? Minus 5 square is equal to minus 5 times minus 5 and 25. Okay, minus 5 times minus 5 is 25. So you can find x squared is 169 minus 25 here. So this create 144. Now, what is x now? So x squared is 144. Because from the diagram, x is positive, right? Because if you remember, x and y can be negative. Y is negative now. X is on the right side of the triangle. So x is greater than 0. Okay, on this side, x is positive. On the left side, on the right side, x positive. On the left side, x negative, right? Okay. So your x is equal to 12 now. So we can find cosine theta now. Cosine theta is x over r. X is 12. R is 13. So this is how to find cosine theta. Then how to find tangent theta now? Tangent theta is y over x. So y is minus 5. X is 12. Okay, so you answer the second part of the question. So this is a quick revision. Okay, I think it's sorry about that. I think it's here, right? So the part A I answer for you. Part B, you have to draw a triangle. Okay, so part B actually I accidentally put inside here. All right, so this is a quick example on Trigo, revise of Trigo. Okay, so where do you find the Trigo things? You can find in the polymer. Polymer, there is a learning resource. Okay, learning resource polymer. You can find learning resource there. There's a revision on Trigo function. Two revision actually. We are look at them again later on for revision. Okay, I try to help you. More things on triangle. Okay, so we have looked at basic definition of right angle triangle. What happens if the triangle is not right angle? So that means that if no angle is 90 degree now, right? What happens if no angle 90 degree, right? So three angle, let's say a triangle always have three angle A, B, C. So how do you find the length and angle related? A simple way to find the relation is that the length, okay, let's see first. So you have three angle A, B, C. So this one is angle A. Now the side opposite angle A is called side A. Okay. And then this one is called angle B. And the side opposite B is called side B. And then this one is called angle C. The side opposite that is called side C. This is how we label the triangle so that you don't label wrongly. So every time you write the triangle, there are three angles, there are three sides, so you write accordingly in this manner. Then there is something called the sine rule. Okay, sine rule say that sine of angle over side A, sine of angle B over side B equal to sine of angle C over side C. These are supposed to be equal. And this actually very, very useful when you try to find out. Let's say you know two angles and one side. Okay, you can try to figure out the other side here. Okay. Okay, let's try the situation when you solve a triangle. All right. Let's try a situation when you try solve a triangle. So this is another rule called the law of cosine. So law of cosine a bit more complicated. Okay, they are in this case also remember a triangle at three sides A, B, C again. So let me draw a triangle again in case of lost already. Let's say this is angle A, this is angle B, angle C. Right? Then opposite the angle A, you get side A, opposite here, side A. And opposite angle B, you get side B. Opposite angle C, you get side C. And this is how you label a triangle. So if you want to try to figure out what is A squared, what is A squared? A squared is actually here, right? A is side A here. Okay, you see side A here. Okay, you want to find out what is A squared here? So what you can do, let's say this is A squared here, I want to find. So A squared here is equal to, you find out what is B squared, if you know B. So this is going to be now B squared. So B squared here and then you get c square, okay, minus 2bc, okay, minus sign, right? Minus sign of 3b and c, and c multiplied together. Then angle A, okay, this angle A will be correspond to this one. Okay, so this is how you find, if you have this situation, you can actually find the side A square. Right? Is when you know how to find A square, then you can find B squares if you know B and C and angle A. Okay, so you can also, this cosine law can be changed. Okay, you see that everyone appear only one time. Okay, so you want to find B square, then you only have A square and C square there. A square and C square, then times AC again. Okay, A square and C square, let me use different color here. So C square C square, and then BC again. This AC now appear only once, then the angle opposite. Okay, and say you want to look for B now, angle opposite will be angle B. Okay, similarly, you can find them. So it's quite easy to remember after you do a few times. You can find it from find the length. You can also find the angle. Okay, how to find the angle? I think I just show you a bit of mathematics how to do this. How to find angle A. Okay, how to find angle A, right? How to find angle A. So you get this equation first. A square equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cosine A, right? You want to make cosine A the subject here. So you take A square minus B square minus C square first, equal to minus 2BC cosine A. Okay, then divide everything by minus 2BC. So cosine A is equal to A square minus B square minus C square over minus 2BC. Okay, then you change the sign. B square plus C square, change the sign now to get B square plus C square minus A square over 2BC. This is how you, it'll be like algebra to simplify. From here, you can find the cosine A. So there are two different formula here. One for you to find the side. Okay, you can use the same formula to find the angle as well. Okay, then tomorrow when I do tutorial, we can see this. Okay, so let's look at some application of this trigonometry in navigation. One of the things we can do is measure the angle elevation. Okay, measure angle elevation and angle depression. What does it mean? Angle elevation means that you actually look, angle elevation, you look up for the object and measure the angle here from the horizontal. Okay, so your horizontal line, okay, horizontal line, you look up for object, and that angle, how much you look up is called the angle elevation, right? There's also another one, so angle depression when you look down the object. So the object is in the water, down, you look down the object, or you're flying in the sky. From horizontal, you look down the angle and see the object here. This is called the angle depression. Okay, this is the two application and one application of Trigo which involving angle. Another application, I think you're very familiar, is called the bearing. So what is the meaning of bearing? Bearing is actually measure. How to do that is actually you have a somewhere point to the north. So N is the north pole, point to the north pole, okay, and point to the north pole here, okay. The bearing is actually the angle measured from the north pole. So if you want to get, say, the bearing of A from B, say there are 2 points here. So let's say this is A here. How do you find the bearing? Bearing is actually measured from the north pole. This angle is called the bearing. It's a direction now. Basically, bearing is actually telling you the direction. So how do you write the direction? We use a 3-digit number to figure out the direction. So for example, there's 2 points A and B. Let's say A is over here and B is over here. What is the direction of A from B? Okay, you can tell. Direction of A from B is measured from the north pole. How much you go? So north pole, you find that you measure 50 degrees. Then you get A. So bearing from A to B is 50 degrees. So you write 050. Okay, 050 is a bearing from B to A, from A to B, all right? From A to B, A from B. Okay, A from B, A looking from B is 50 degrees, true bearing. How about B from A? So if you are looking from A, then you have to try how much now. So how do you get the angle? So one way to do it is, if this angle is 50, then this angle you know how much? Okay, this angle is the same because the pair of the two north pole is parallel line. This angle is 50 also. Okay, so this angle 50. So you can see that north, east. Okay, let me write in pen here. East, north, east, south, west. Okay, so we know this angle is from here to here is 180. So bearing of, in this case, bearing of B from A. Okay, so bearing of B from A. So you want to look for B now from A. So you find that this angle is actually 180 plus 50. Okay, you get 230. And that's why answer is 230 here. Okay, 3 number. You will use 3 digits to show people the direction. Okay, so this is a good example. Just in case, I think you're more familiar with this one. Anyway, just present to you. Okay. Just present this one to you because this is so important. Otherwise, you get confused. Okay, so we are going to look at example. Okay, this is example inside the notes. I'll start slowly with you. How do you actually construct a triangle? How do you actually draw? A lot of time when you solve this kind of problem, you just read one sentence at a time. Okay, then you draw the triangle. From the triangle, you solve what is the problem you want to solve. Okay, let's look at question first. You have port A, which is 20 nautical miles on a bearing 260 from port B. So this is one sentence. Okay, one sentence first. You try to read the question one sentence at a time. So port A is 20 nautical miles on the bearing 260 from port B. So first of all, there are 2 points. One of them is A, one of them is B. So which one is on top and which one is below? Okay, port A is 20 nautical miles on the bearing 260 from port B. 260 from port B, no? From B 260. So how to draw? So let's say this is B here. First, I draw B first. So B is here. North pole, east, south, west, right? So where is 260? 260 is somewhere here. This is 0, 90, 0 degree, 90, 180. Then I need 260, so I need another 180 plus. Okay, 260 is how much there? 260 is 180 plus 80, right? So that means that this is actually 80 degree. So the bearing of A is below B now, okay? This is the direction of B. B go to somewhere A. Okay, so you from here your statement is from here, right? So this is 20 nautical miles away from the B. So let's do a question again. The bearing is 260 from port B. So 260 is 180. Okay, from here to here. Then plus another 80. Then you got the bearing 260, yeah? So from here to here is 260. Okay, from here you can point to port A. Okay, this is the first statement. So after I got this, let me redraw the diagram again, right? So I'm going to redraw the diagram again. So first, this is a yellow statement. Okay, yellow statement actually telling you this thing. Okay, yellow statement telling this thing. So I just try to show you step by step how you actually construct the diagram. So one. Okay, so I think this will be helpful. How to actually interpret the question. Okay, so I want to move on to the second question now, second statement. So let me edit selection tool. So I have finished a yellow statement and I got a triangle. This is actually A here. Okay, this A here. This B here. And there's 260. And then this 20. Now, second statement. At 1200 hours, let me 12 o'clock now, the vessel X going to steer at 50 degree. Okay, vessel X going to steer at 50 degree now. So vessel X, okay, I use this one green color. Steer 50 degrees from port A. Okay, 50 degrees from port A. So you look at the north side here. So this is north here. So you measure from the north, 50 degrees. So 50 degrees is somewhere here, I think. Okay, so this is 80 here. My diagram is not so good. I mean, we draw again. This angle is much bigger here. You try to draw the accurate as possible. All right. Okay. So you try to get a picture as accurate as possible. So this is actually B here. B is somewhere here. So this one is actually, yes?
The bottom diagram is supposed to be A, right?
The bottom diagram is supposed to be A, sorry, yeah, A, right? So, yeah, thank you. This A here. This B here. Okay, thank you. So 50 degrees, so it means this means this is a 10 degree here. Right? So this is 10 degree here. Okay, because this we tell you that this is actually 80 degree, right? So 80 here. Okay, doesn't matter, only this one. So you have 50 degree. So you come here from the north, 50 degree. Okay, so go north. This is how the ship X, okay, vessel X go from this direction from port A. So this is a, just now is a yellow line. Okay, just now was a yellow line. This one is a green line. Then the vessel Y 302 from port B. So another color now. Vessel Y 302 from port B. So where is 302? Okay, that's it. Just to draw again, let me just tell you how 302 look like. So this is a vessel, this is a B now. And this B here. So 302 is which direction? Okay, this is east, south, west. So 302 is actually from here to here, 302. Because one round is 360, right? One round is 360. So this is the direction that Y go through, right? So that means this angle is what? 58 degree. Right? This angle is 58 degree. So this is how you know the vessel Y, right, go in. So that means that if you draw this one, this is 58 degree now. Okay, this measure Y. Okay, so let me draw it now. And then is the blue one. Okay, so you construct a triangle in this way. So now you got a triangle already. Okay, so once you let's see, let's call this point C. Okay, so vessel X leave at 12 o'clock from A. vessel Y leave at 12 o'clock also from B. Okay, given the direction from here. So what they want is, can you actually find how fast vessel Y move? Okay, how far vessel Y move? All right. So I construct a triangle already. So now I want to find a lot of information from this triangle. Right. So first thing is start from the direction where is which one is on top, which one is below. All right. Then you continue to I usually use a different color code to tell people, okay, where the information comes from. Okay, so once you know the color code, okay, I take this information from where? From the second sentence, the blue one from third sentence, right? And I want to find out what is actually overall now. I want to find the speed of Y. Speed of Y is where? This Y is actually here, right? Y here. Y is here, right? How fast it moves. Okay, so we will try to answer this. Okay, let me copy this page again. Okay, I'm going to copy this page again. All right, so we understand this now. Let's try to figure out all the angle. Okay, you need to solve a triangle. For a triangle problem, you have two sides. Okay, you have no one side already, right? You have no one side already. So let's try to figure out the angle now. Okay, what are the angle? So how do you find angle at the point B? What does it mean? Angle B, this one. Okay, angle B is this one. Okay, let me write here. This is the angle B at the point B, right? B is here. I want to know where is this angle. Okay, do you know where is this angle here? Can it easy to find? So angle B, you know the whole circle angle is 360. Then you deduct 260. Okay, from this side here, right? To deduct 260 from this side here, and deduct 58 from this side here. Okay, deduct 58 from this side here. Then you get 260, 360 minus 260 here. So use calculator here. 360 minus 260 here. And then minus 58 here. Okay, 42, right? So angle B is 42. Okay, angle B is 42. This angle here. Now, how about angle A? Do you know angle A? So angle A, you can see from here. This is angle A here. You want to find out here. Total from north, from east to north, right? The angle is 90 degrees. So you take 90 degrees minus 50 degrees minus 10 degrees. Okay, 10 degrees come from where? Because of this picture here. Okay, 10 degrees come from the yellow one. Okay, so this is 10 degrees. So this is 10 degrees, right? So take away 60, you get 30. Okay, this is 30 degrees now. Okay, then do you know what's angle C now? So angle C is equal to the total angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, and three angles add together is 180 degrees, right? So minus the 42 for angle B minus A, and what you get angle C now. Okay, so it's actually 180. Okay, 180 minus 42 minus 30, the 108 now. So angle C is 108 now. Okay, I think put it somewhere here. So I think usually when I put in the corner, people cannot see one. Okay, put in somewhere here. Okay, so this is how you get all the angle now. So when I put it in and put a label here, so this is angle C, right? So I can put them into a triangle. So I copy this again. Sometimes you want to simplify the triangle so that you get not so confused. Okay, because when you draw too many things there, sometimes you get confused. So I usually update the diagram. Okay. Okay, usually update the diagram. Create another one. Okay, so I try not to get confused here. So I want to get rid of all these things. So I just put an angle here. So this one is actually angle B is 42. Angle C is 108. Wow, I think my angle is look very strange, right? 108 is so small. Okay, I know I draw not very nice diagram only. And angle A is 30. Okay, so you can see that sometimes you try to get the diagram as accurate as possible. Anyway, then my diagram is not very accurate, right? You can 108 is so small, right? Okay, so I have all the angle now. I want to find what now? I want to find the speed of y. So which we are actually now I can use I have used remember the sine law here. The sine law say that, okay, let me see. I have this this is actually c now. So I can see c over sine c, because I know what is c. The c is 20. The angle c is 108. And then equal to, this side is actually a now. Okay, a is a over sine a. Okay, this is called sine law. Okay, when I know the side a here, I will know what is the speed of y here, right? Because this is the side of triangle. So I put in 20 sine 108 degree. But a I don't know. Okay, the distance BC, and then sine of the angle A is 30 degree. So the side A here is actually 20 over sine 108 degree times sine 30. Then you press the calculator. Okay, press the calculator, you find that this is actually 10.5. What is that? Using the nautical mouse, right? Because this is nautical mouse. Okay, answer is there, 10.5. You can check this 10.5 nautical mouse. So this answer almost finished already. Okay, but does it answer the question? As I tell you, distance between B and C. Distance between B and C is 10.5 nautical what is the speed of y now? Okay, so 10.5, we've seen the calculator. This is actually 10.5 nautical miles. What is the speed of y now? So I need to calculate another thing. Almost finished already. So let me copy first.
Teacher,
Yes.
how do you determine that 20 is C? Is it because it's directly opposite the angle?
No, the 20 about
20,
because
20.
it is 20 nautical miles on a bearing of 260 from B. So the question, the yellow question already, where is B from A? Okay, this is the yellow statement, right?
Yeah.
B is 20 nautical miles from, sorry, A is 20 nautical from B. So is where you know this is 20, right? The yellow statement, port A is 20 nautical miles. How far away from B? That's how given to you.
No, as in, how do you determine that 20 is C? That's what.
Because I call this angle C, right? Remember how to label this? Because I call this angle C. Then the opposite side is also C, small c now.
Oh, okay, thank you, thank you.
A, B, C, right? Try to label the point. So A, B, and C. Okay, so I call this point C here, and one opposite is the small c now. Okay.
Sir, I got a question also.
Yes, which one?
Regarding find the speed of vessel Y, right? Basically, if they started at 12 o'clock and they met each other at 1300, wouldn't the speed be 10.5 knots?
Yes, correct. This is what I want to try to say. So this is correct. So the last part actually is actually here now. Copy again. Okay, so let me copy this again. Okay, so since you have this already, so I did copy the page here. All right, so I know it's 10.5 already, so that means I found BC is 10.5, right? A is 10.5 now, so I erase this thing now. So I know this is 10.5. A, which is 10.5 now, which is BC, right? Is 10.5. So the speed of y, if you know the speed of y is actually distance over time. Distance of BC over time. Okay, time taken. So you know how much time it's taken? Distance BC is actually 10.5. And then the time taken is from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So it's 1 hour. So you know it's 10.5 knots. Okay, that's why I answer it like that. This is example 1. So you know the process of solving the triangle here. In this case, usually you need to do the sine law, cosine law. So in this case, I use a sine law. Okay, when you solve general triangle, you definitely have to use sine law or cosine law to use them, right? Maybe I draw a triangle. After draw a triangle already, now you try to find the side, but you know about the side. What about the angle? Then you can try to use the sine law or cosine law to find the sort of triangle. Okay, this is example 1. Okay, so this is a good example. Now I move on to the second example. Second example will be easier. Okay, example 2. Okay, now the ship travel 15 degrees for 504 from port A. So from port A to port B. So this is what happened. So it should be here. Travel from 015, 404 port A to port B. So quite easy. 15 degree, you know what is going to north, right? So you have actually (15° from the north direction, 15°. Okay, 504 from port A to port B. Okay, this is a yellow line. Using this information, I got this here, this line here. Then the ship then 120 from B to C. So second, the ship now move direction now. Then move direction now. So 120 from B to C. So draw again the North Pole. Okay, 120. So this is 0, this is 90, this is east now. Okay, so 120 should be this way. So get 120 B to C. Okay, so C is somewhere here. So how much is this one? Is actually 6. Then 120 from B to C, right? And the distance AC is 692. So this is C here, and then AC is 692. Okay, so I have a few information here. One of them is direction of C. Okay, and the distance of AC, 692. So you know that information comes from where. So now, before I answer the question, let's try to figure out all the angle you're supposed to know. Okay, so first of all, just going to fill out the information. So first of all, this angle is 15. Right? This angle is 15. Right? How about this angle? 180 minus 120 is 60. Okay, so this is actually falling from the, this one is 15 coming from here, and then this one is 60 coming from the blue line. So the angle B, straight away, you know angle B is actually okay. First triangle already, the angle B is actually 15 plus 60, 75. Okay, I know angle B already. What else do you know? I think do you have more information already? So this is 75. So I want to find the bearing of C from A. Bearing of C from A. So that means I want to find how much this angle here now. Bearing of C from A. So let me try. Okay, I know this 692. Okay, I know. Do you know where is BC? Okay, BC, I don't know. Right? So we can try this. This angle is side A here, this side B here, this side C here. So I want to find angle C now. Okay, angle C. The angle C here. So usually I use a sine law. The sine law easier to use. Okay, but you can use other law also. I use a sine law here. So here is a C over sine angle C. Okay, C over sine angle C. Then B sine angle B. Okay, because I know this. So B is 692. And then angle B is 675. And angle C I don't know. And then side C is 504. Okay, so I can find angle C now. So try to find angle C. I need calculator here. So I don't have calculator with me. Okay, so from here, you can figure out angle C here. So let me find out angle C first. Sine of C is equal to what now? Okay, sine of C is equal to 504. Okay, 504 times sine 45. And divided by 692. So we get 0.735. So how to find C here? You can press the calculator. Inverse sine 0.7035. Okay, which is answer like what you can do is just inverse sine answer. Okay, press calculator in this way. So what you do is shift inverse. Okay, shift inverse sine. When you press shift, you can inverse already sine. Okay, actually it's shift, right? Okay, shift sine answer. And then you get 44.7. Okay, 44.7 degree. Okay, you can take it as 45 degree lah, 40.7 degree or 45 degree. So let me copy this page again. All right, so let's do what is the angle we want to find. Oh, sorry. Okay, 44.7 now. So what is the angle A? So angle A is 180. The triangle is actually total angle is 180, right? So minus 75, angle B minus angle C. So 180 minus 75 minus 45. Okay, so you can find angle A now. So 180 minus 75 minus 45, 60. So bearing of C from A. Bearing of C from A, so is this angle now? Okay, bearing from C from A. So bearing of C from A is, how is it? You know this 60 now. So this 15 plus 60. Right? So the answer part A. Then finally, find the distance BC. Okay, BC is A lah. So how do you find A here? Okay, you can use the sine rule again. Okay, you can use the sine rule again. So let me select page here. So I'm gonna find A now. Do this, I can use the sine rule. Okay, I can say, all right, let's try A over sine angle A is equal to B over sine angle B. Okay, for example, so A, I don't know. So this A equal to B is actually 692 sine of 75 degree. And sine A here, sine A is 60. So to calculate, I think you get about 622. Yeah, answer is there. Here's our answer, example 2. So for this, I finished the lesson. Tomorrow tutorial 8:30 will see you in class, right? Tomorrow tutorial will see you in class 8:30. So 12:30 no more lesson, okay? Yeah. Okay. 12:30 no more lesson.
So I have a question.
Yes.
The interior of the triangle should add up to 180. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
But how can it add up if the angle of A is 60?
Okay, do I make mistake somewhere?
Because if you add up all the angle, it doesn't reach 180.
Oh, I made mistake somewhere. Okay, 180 minus 5 minus 45. Actually, 60, right? B is okay. B is 75. A is actually C is 45, right? So 180 minus 75 minus 45 is 60, right? So 60 is the angle for A, but the bearing is 75. Okay, bearing of C from A is 75. As we were right, the total angle sum up in a triangle is supposed to be 180. I know B is 75 already. I know C is 45 already. So add up, you get 120, right? So difference is 60 degrees.
So if I write it as 75.3, is that correct as well?
Yeah, 75.3.
Because of the 44.7.
Because of decimal point, yeah, because decimal point, I take 44.7 as 45.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I take this one as 45, so that's why you see a bit different here, because I think just round up nice integer number lah. So 12:30 I will not see you again, right? So no lesson at 12:30, but then I see what happened. Okay, I'll leave today. Okay, so I'll sort out a timetable. I think at the moment, I think there are still students cannot go in because the timetable crashed. I'm not sure what happened. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah. Can leave early, yes. If you finish, you can leave early. All right. Let me, I think, stop recording now. Yeah, okay. You can leave early.